Welcome to Oasis. It's the Garden. You'd think they should have a point on Oasis called Wonderwall, right?
Is that right?
I don't know. Maybe that's not a good idea.
They could just call it Wall or something like that. It'd be enough.
That's right. I play support, so I have people tell me, maybe you're going to be the one that saves me all the time. I'm pretty familiar with that.
Unfortunately, you always disappoint.
No. I kill everyone else on the enemy team, and they don't even need saving anymore after that.
There you go. Well, LW Blue, Flower will be playing the Pharah to nobody's surprise yet again, and Meta Athena. Sticking with the Genji, we do see a lot of Pharah and Genji on these more vertical points, i.e. the ones that are not University. There's a lot of punch kits today, the side of Meta Athena.
It's been the spray of choice in Korean Overwatch lately. It's we've moved away a bit from the "You Are Not Prepared" punch kit. It's true. Wow, Luna going down almost immediately. Losing that Lucio early does not do LW Blue any favors.
Yeah, Alpha kind of rushed in there and took a lot of that damage too, so a bit of questionable play both sides. And
welcome back, Alpha. Flower chasing off the Diva. Be gone, Hoon. Taking the high ground. We'll see if LW Blue can control it.
Nobody actually taking over the point just yet.
Mako popped out the suit.
He's going to go down eventually. So Chris actually taking the fall there.
Sabio will be really making it tough for the supports on Meta Athena. There goes the other one. And LW Blue, whoa, you got stuck.
Whoa.
You got stuck, buddy. Libero gets a couple of kills, but he's low health. Sabio will be trying to finish him off. Ooh, gets back just in time. And it looks like Meta Athena going to be the ones to claim the point first.
Wow, a bit bloody there, but the pick onto Flower absolutely crucial as he gets too close to the ground. And gets picked up there with that pulse bomb, so
sure enough.
Not able to really capitalize on a lot of those kills that Flower had, but they will, of course, be moving back in here. Sabiolbi with the only ultimate up right now. Can he manage to land it?
Alpha in trouble. Oh, gets ulted. Flower using that without a lot of other targets. He really wanted to kill Alpha bad, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. They're coming up on a huge number of ultimates, though, so Sabiolbi still holding on to that. Libero is nano boosted, but he only gets one.
He got Roar with the nano blade, but yeah, that's about it. Trying to stay alive via the reflect, not going to work out. And now LW Blue with the people edge on the point right now. Self-destruct forcing the run to cover for the moment. Flower back in again on the Pharah.
All right, Pharah swap here for Libero, so they figured out that's what they want to do. Try and do battle Pharah to Pharah right now after the Dragon Blade, for the most part, fails. But time is ticking down here in favor of Meta Athena.
Fair be fair, rocket mid-air battle. It's been hard to kill Flower so far, and he's dodging the rocket so far. Ooh, that pulse bomb did not stick. Avoided it that time. Meanwhile, Mako finds a kill onto Chris. In fact, he got both supports on Meta Athena. And Meta Athena's going to have a hard time making any progress on the point, or holding it now. We'll see.
Actually going to use the self-destruct right there. And
that was a bit odd.
Alpha picks him off after he pops out of the mech. So not the best use of the self-destruct.
I am really surprised after both supports went down on Meta Athena's side that LW Blue couldn't put together a push on this point. Meta Athena threatening to just take it 100-0 right now.
Yeah, unfortunately there hasn't been a whole lot to say this match because Meta Athena has been so dominant, but Sabiolbi has a chance to take out one of the supports right here with the pulse bomb.
We'll see. He's got to watch out. Recall comes in. And Nuss does go down. Roar helping him out a little bit, but then Sabiolbi taking out very quick himself. Libero still trying to win that Pharah duel.
And he will.
And Flower does go down eventually. He was hard to kill, but he can't really take the point. So he wasn't a big threat to Meta Athena, it seemed like. Overtime ticking. Libero got to get back to the point. Right now, that's it. Meta Athena going to take Gardens 100-0.
Yeah, didn't actually fall onto the ground fast enough there to contest. That's
even if he had.
I mean, it was still pretty sloppy from LW Blue because the Diva managed to get away and could have tried to make it back to the point right there. Awkward situation, but pretty easy win overall for Meta Athena. Stuck out with their composition. And really just made that Pharah work outside of that initial stick that we managed to see come in from Meta Athena, Saya player. They made it look easy, but that's what we expect. I mean, Meta Athena has been totally dominant on Oasis.
Yeah. They are 2-0 this season, I believe.
We are going to University now, and this is the map that really does favor Reinhardt and Zarya, and that's what LW Blue is going to select. Meta Athena going for a Pharah composition. We haven't seen a lot of Pharah success on University overall because there's not as much vertical space, and she is really vulnerable to heroes like McCree, but that's not what LW Blue is going to be running because there's not a long range, so you don't get that same fall-off damage.
Gets the kill onto Luna. Good start for Libero right off the bat.
They need to switch, so.
And has a hard time defending if she's being bounced around by the Rockets. Very low right now. He finally does go down as the point unlocks. Echo just trying to hold the point as best he can, forcing away Alpha a little bit. I've watched so much Power Rangers lately that whenever I hear Alpha, I think of that like annoying robot.
I blame Twitch.
Yeah, I do too. That was great though, please. Anytime. Maybe he'll be. That pulse bomb loaded up again as LW Blue threatens to take the point early here. Looks like they might be able to. Ooh, Nuss, very vulnerable. Trying to get away here.
He's not actually finishing off any of these kills, which is
he needs more help.
Part of the problem. So Saya player looks like he's doing great, but without actually getting the kills, that turns into a more difficult scenario. But now Alpha coming through with that Primal Rage, gets one knockoff while Libero cleans up the tank line.
Yeah, so LW Blue took the point initially, but then Meta Athena getting it right back again, and they've already got more control percent built up.
LW Blue will be coming in with that ultimate advantage. Interesting to see Flower, of course, on the Zarya, but as we said, Meko has basically swapped to becoming a Diva-only player from the semifinals until now.
Yeah.
But that doesn't leave a lot of room, and still not having the easiest time in the world dealing with the Pharah from on high.
LW Blue just trying to bull rush their way onto the point, but they're getting stopped pretty cold by Hoon. And the rest of Meta Athena, Flower now going to come around the side. We'll see if he can maybe find a good Graviton Surge. Saya player looking for some kills with the Deadeye. Is it going to get absorbed though? Yeah, that shot did not do much. Libero finally getting a chance to get into the back lines for some kills maybe. Trying to hunt down those supports. He's done an okay job of it early on, but has kind of struggled on this point since then. And that Diva really does make life tough for Pharah.
I mean, LW Blue needs to do something with this whole handful of ultimates that they've got right now.
That's the idea.
4 up, and they couldn't really convert off of a Graviton. Flower going to be picking that one up again soon, but the battle just keeps raging, and the percent keep ticking up for Meta Athena.
Yeah. Well, finally Libero gets chased down by Meko, who ends the Pharah threat there. I want to say, after watching Alpha, he's doing a very good job of keeping the supports on Meta Athena safe for the most part.
Yeah, he is. He's had a good match so far. We'll see how he does.
He's dead now, but
on some of the other map types. And Saya player just keeping this in play right now for Meta Athena. Finally.
Good job. Yeah, Hoon's back on there. Can survive a little bit longer with the Diva. And while this is happening, Meta Athena up to about 90 control percent. So finally LW Blue reclaims the point, but they really milked all the control percent out of it they could.
Not only that, LW Blue, we criticized them for their ult management coming into this game, but look at that. They have 6 up. They didn't use any. So they were patient, knowing that if they had a whole bank of ultimates, they were going to take the point eventually. But if they saved everything, there was a chance to fight back from the high percentage of Meta Athena.
Well, they got to be efficient now with this ult usage, right?
Yes.
As LW Blue starts this fight. There's the sound barrier. Flower coming in, gets the nano boost. Ooh, that Graviton Surge, I believe, got absorbed.
It definitely did,
That's a nice stick on the Nuss. LW Blue winning the fight despite that. Maybe he'll be hunting down both supports, though. And Meta Athena has to back away. So despite absorbing the Graviton Surge, courtesy of Hoon, they're not able to take the point.
Meta Athena, too, maybe didn't want to use quite so many ults on that approach. Meta Athena will switch over to the Roadhog now. They want to get one of those picks off. Libero making the swap over. So, still though, you'll be happy if you're Meta Athena. You have time, and you got 4 of their ults out. So it's all about resetting that economy, and you were successful.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, Alpha got knocked down right after he got the nano boost. Not going to get a lot done with that. Roar, meanwhile, holding strong. There's a pin onto Alpha again. Self-destruct comes in, but no kills for that. Sound barrier not doing a lot either as LW Blue holding the point for the moment. Sabielby immediately gets a pulse bomb and sticks it onto Libero for a kill on that Roadhog, and that's basically a team kill. In fact, it is, and LW Blue may just have a chance here to equalize on Oasis.
Absolutely, and Meta Athena making that mistake where you overcommit to using ultimates when you're already up at a high percentage, instead of just trying to draw them out of your opponent and just reset the economy in your favor.
It was a great Earth Shatter by Roar as well to counteract the nano boost onto Alpha. Graviton Surge for LW Blue coming in.
Huge!
Now. Meta Athena gets caught completely.
And that's why Zarya's great on University, Doha. Right there,
Yep.
when you have those Gravitons and you have those Earth Shatters in the choke, it is so much more powerful. That's why I was a much bigger fan of LW Blue's composition coming out. Sure, they lost some of those initial percentages, but that patience that they had paid off. Worked their way back up to 6 ultimates, used them pretty efficiently to just pull yourself, drag yourself all the way back into that game. And once you start to have the CC ult advantage on University and you play around that choke well, as we saw in their 2 fights that they closed it out, it makes a world of difference. So, nicely done. I mean, we saw the swaps later in the game, but it wasn't enough time to get those ultimates back up for Meta Athena. And surprisingly, I think we're going to be going to a final point. I mean, I expected LW Blue to win this, but after the first point and most of the second, really looked like we were heading towards a Meta Athena 2-0, but LW Blue's patience pays off.
Yeah, finally getting it together a little bit. Looked a little bit rusty in the first point. See how the third point ends up as everybody tries to take the high ground early. Flower, as you can see, on that Genji now.
Interesting to me that it's Meta Athena playing the Pharah here and Flower over on the Genji, like you say.
Yeah, well, we'll see how we can handle the Pharah, because we've seen Genjis be very good about handling the Pharah on this map. Roar takes out Alpha in a battle of the not too often seen tanks, I guess you could say. We know who's Winston reigns supreme now. LW Blue with a little bit of an edge coming into this early fight. Maybe he'll be just popping Hoon out of his suit.
Picks up the kill in the end, too. They haven't had a good answer to the Pharah up in the air, though.
Yeah, well, LW Blue
there we go. Okay.
Winning this fight pretty convincingly.
Libero actually getting picked off by the boop on the low ground. A lot of great Genjis that we've seen will use that center pavilion to attack the Pharah in the center of the map by double jumping up off of it.
Yeah. Well, Sabiel, we'll see what he switches to, because he's on the Tracer right now. But I keep wondering. I mean, the Tracer's working great, but I keep wondering when we're going to see the Roadhog come out.
I mean, Tracer, I think, is just super good on this point because you have so many corridors and space to move in with your dashes that it's very easy for you to disrupt the back line and to mess with the supports. So
I agree. Also, just get a lot of free damage onto tanks, build up that Pulse Bomb. They will be, speaking of Pulse Bombs, looking for a place to stick it. Gets the sound barrier. Coming in now. They've already chased Meta Athena mostly away from the point. The team's really scattered right now. Yeah, Alpha off on his own. Hoon on his own now. Meta Athena playing a little bit of solo queue here on point 3.
Yeah, you can see that even though the sound barrier was just a little bit late, Luna did manage to fall before that. It doesn't really matter because they're able just to keep building up that percent. And now here comes the Nano Blade.
Yep, sound barrier immediately for Meta Athena in response.
Nice.
Whoa! The Flying Ninja Flower getting roasted by the barrage. Didn't get anything done out of those 2 ultimates. Meta Athena maybe with a chance to come back and take the point here.
The active sound barrier and barrage does shut down those 2 ultimates from LW Blue, but it doesn't really matter if the percentage is still ticking. Right now you can see that we do have Roar here, just using that Primal Rage to buy as much time as possible, trying to draw this into a 90+% range before they actually switch it back over. And Meta Athena, you know, they're not coming in like we saw LW Blue to a 90+% game where they're going to have a big ult economy advantage. And
we're into OT already as Meta Athena takes a point. They finally flip it over to get some control percent building.
Yeah, this is the really tough situation because Libero is going to switch to the Soldier 76 and try and just rain death from the high ground, but LW Blue is going to match them when it comes to ultimates in a lot of these cases as they start charging. Libero actually going to move over to the Genji, so
yeah.
Mirror compositions coming through for these teams, and you know, over time, gotta think that
Sabiel really got the drop on Saya player there. Lost track of him as he runs away. There we go. Meanwhile, that did not hit.
This is the
stick onto Nuss there. Yeah. Sound barrier again for Meta Athena. Trying to keep people up. Who does get the kill into Luna? Good start. Getting that Ana out of the way really makes it hard for LW Blue to stick in this. They've lost Flower as well. Some ults available. Libero, meanwhile, with that nano boost, dealing quite a bit of damage. And yeah, they're just going to leave Mako alive for the moment. Delay that spawn even more, buy more time for Meta Athena.
Yeah, force him to jump off the map there.
Oh, nope, it's going to be a car. Oh, how graphic.
Wow, that's a way to die.
Well, that is how it is when you try to cross the street in Seoul, I suppose. So that's pretty lore appropriate there for Diva.
She's used to it.
Yeah.
Definitely used to it.
It was probably a taxi. It's true.
Right.
Meta Athena still holding on to this one for now. They've nearly equalized the control percent.
I mean, it's okay, though, because LW Blue has a couple more pushes left, and they haven't been committing to those ultimates. Gambler going to go down very quickly. Meta Athena not being forced out are those ultimates, so still a little bit problematic for them.
Well, Flowers died pretty early in a lot of these fights as well. Meta Athena just kind of getting the opportunity to fight LW Blue one person at a time here.
Meko going to back off. Looks like he did actually.
He got desuited.
Yeah, he got desuited.
Not great.
And he did use the self-destruct somehow, so slight waste there. It's going to force Ward just to contest here at 99 by going in with the Primal Rage.
Yeah, here we are, man. 99
Flowers got to get a good Nano Blade off here.
Here we go, and he finds a great opportunity. Nuss and Gambler both very vulnerable here. Nuss and Chris, rather, and he gets both supports. LW Blue have the kills they need to try to win this fight. Luna does go down, though, so Meta Athena striking back here. They lost Libero, though, so LW Blue is certainly in control man-wise, or manpower-wise in this fight.
I mean, both sets of supports died on each team, so
yeah,
hugely problematic after a promising start. LW Blue starting to come apart right here. Hoon still has the self-destruct, going to pop it.
This has been a brawl, but Meta Athena's fought their way back into it. Hoon back in the Diva suit again, and now Mako out of the suit. It gives time for LW Blue to get back, though, and Saya Player, the recipient of the Nano Boost. A little bit of an interesting Nano Boost there, but he does get the kill onto Luna. It certainly helps. Oh, wow, I thought he had that stick. That was really close onto Roar.
Yeah, very close indeed.
Landed, though.
But Meta Athena, they switched Libero back to the Soldier, knowing that they just needed some higher DPS instead of having that Genji because there wasn't enough time